Today is roughly the same distance and climb as yesterday, both of which are above our average for the trip. It's more Ozark exploration today. The towns of Houston and Somerville will give us opportunities for services along the way. Missouri has 5 defined geographic regions, and the entirety of the Transamerica Trail goes through the Ozark Highlands region. During FDR's New Deal, he ordered the construction of 257 fire lookout towers in Missouri's Ozarks, many of which are now considered endangered historical sites.
It's 7 a.m., David. Why are you not on the road? That's why. This is our heaviest rain that we have seen so far this summer, and we're holed up at our host. This should be over in a couple hours. Yeah, we're gonna get a later start, but the weather will be cooler because of this rain, so not the end of the world. And the bikes are staying dry under an awning. Good morning. It is still morning. It's 10:32, day 42, Wednesday, June 26. Why are we getting such a late start? Well, we had some rain this morning, and so we stayed in our host for a while longer, and we have decided to go to Houston today, which is closer than Eminence, and so we have a shorter day today than originally planned, and we're just going to do more of the miles than tomorrow, and that's okay. We have a host for tonight, and we had a wonderful host last night. We had contacted the church. They used to host cyclists, but they no longer do. And they said, well, maybe we can find you another host. I said, that'd be great. And so they did find us one. I don't want to advertise it because I don't know if it's something that is going to be made available to future cyclists. But if you are cycling across the country, if you're cycling across the country, then just contact the churches in town, and they might not host you, but just ask nice, are you aware of any options in town? Something like that, and something might pan out. It has for us several times this summer. And if you want an update on Paul's bicycle, the spokes that were jamming his cassette have been fully removed. So yeah, he's running short on spokes on his rear wheel, but it's rolling and he can freewheel. Yesterday he couldn't freewheel or coast because the spokes were jamming the cassette. So he's in better shape today too. 40 miles to Houston today. That strategy I used in Nevada and Utah and Colorado to mark down the climbs for the day, when they started, how long they were, what the peak elevation was. That strategy wouldn't work here because honestly, this over the course of the day, we are climbing 50 different times. So I just lose track and it wouldn't make sense. So I don't know when these climbs end and when the next one begins, but I always know there's going to be another one. Just finishing one of our longest climbs yet since we entered the Ozarks in terms of duration of time we were climbing, which is still pales in comparison to anything we did out west. So I assume I got a little downhill here to enjoy. Not too steep. I was gonna have a fun wee moment, but maybe that'll come later. I just sped past a turtle I could have saved. There was traffic on the road. I was going a little too fast to stop. $1,500 turtle salvation bounty down the drain. We'll get another one. Since I saw my first armadillo in Kansas, which was on the video, I have seen about 25 more armadillo. Armadillos? Armadillo. What's the plural of armadillo? Whatever it is. But 100% of the armadillos I saw since the first one, which was alive and just roaming through the grasses all happy, they have all been roadkill. Not seen another living armadillo since then. We ate 2 meals at the R&R Clubhouse in Hartville, and I don't think I showed you my food at either of them. So yesterday I had a BLT. I wanted something hearty but not hot after the hot riding day, so that hit the spot with watermelon on the side and lemonade to drink. And then this morning I had a chicken quesadilla with tortilla chips and a brownie. All of that at 10 a.m. Nice. Oh, this is what the 11% grades look like in the Ozarks. Quad burners. Oh boy, oh boy! Returned. 60% chance of rain at noon. It's here. It's 11:46 a.m. Not as heavy as the morning rain we departed late for, but enough to soak us through in enough time. When Paul rode past me, he said this is a perfect Irish summer day. 12.6% grade. Decent rainfall. Is what I signed up for. The rainfall is over, but I'm soaked through, wondering how many miles of riding at 70-degree dew point will it take to dry my outer garments. Find out. Or maybe I will just stay soaked until I arrive. We'll see. I'm in Ben Davis, Missouri, and I asked the people sitting in there, the locals, who is Ben Davis? And they said it's not a person, it's an apple. It's a variety of apple that is grown here, I guess. At the convenience store in Ben Davis, we were at a table next to a group of 5 local ladies, elderly ladies, and one of them was telling us that in 1976, the bike centennial year, the first year of the Transamerica Trail, that her mother hosted cyclists in their home and in their backyard, and that was fun hearing some stories from the past, from almost 50 years ago, cyclists doing this. That could be fun, climbing that, looking for fires. We're going to add some climbing to today's ride. Ooh, way up there. All right. I used to go up a fire tower near Allison's hometown when I'd go to visit her family. I felt a lot more safe than this one. Oh, but the views get in spectacular. Woo! Oh, this is crazy. I'm shocked they let people up here. Oh my. Whoa. I swear that I will not have sex again unless it is for true love. That was John P., May 13, 1989. Well, that was a fun little side adventure. Going up the tower. That was dangerous. I'm surprised that that is not fenced off. Huge gaps where you could, slip through, especially a child. But the view from the top was excellent. We do not get views like that when we crest hills here in the Ozarks. All we see is just trees around us. And some sprinkling has started again. That's all right. The temperature is nice and comfortable. Look, I don't have all my sun protection on, so I feel great. Usually I try to avoid cycling in the afternoon, but who cares when it's overcast like this? Love it. I'm riding on a shoulder! A shoulder! It's been days! Woo! Whee! And it's downhill! Ah! Woo! Uh-oh, rumble strips. Bop, 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 bop. Ah! Ah! Man!
Like its counterpart in Texas, Houston, Missouri is named after General Sam Houston, a slave owner himself, but was in favor of preserving the Union.
It's another Taco Bell break. We are waiting for our host. He's not on warm showers, but our host here in Houston, Missouri. We are headed to the home of Wes. Wes is not on warm showers, but hosts cyclists and was praised by both Peter from Duluth, who spent time with out west, and the group of 6 cyclists that we met in Hartville. They had stayed here the previous night and said, if you can stay with Wes, he's the best. So we met him. He met us at the Taco Bell and seemed so kind and nice. So we're really looking forward to this stay. Here's a quick tour of our host home. Look at this. This is a dedicated shack. They call it the Shack for cycle tourists like Paul and I. And here's the sign. We got a picture in front of. I'll show you the inside. Big, beautiful king bed and comfortable seats. Living area, kitchen back here, and a fridge that is stocked with local beers. And I had a root beer from the company. We have a bathroom here and then laundry facilities, and we did our laundry, and it was so nice to have it done because it's hot and humid here and we can't make things last as long. I have never heard of this brand before. Taste the Ozarks. I'll do just that. Chuckle, chuckle.
Here's the daily recap from Houston, Missouri. Today's scenery was a 5. I enjoyed how lush and thick the forest is getting here. It's so nice. It cuts the wind down and it gives us shade. There were, a few points at the crest of hills where we could have a decent view. Certainly the view from the top of the fire tower was pretty exciting and cool. Then the difficulty today, I would give that a 6, probably because it was only 40 miles. If we were doing 80 miles of this, would be a lot higher, but the shorter distance made that a bit easier. And my overall feeling of positivity is at a 10 right now. It's an excellent host's home. The cabin behind me is where we're staying for the night. His name is Wes, and he's been the kindest, most memorable host we've had yet. And he has quite the reputation. We met many other cyclists who have stayed with Wes and said, "You gotta stay with Wes in Houston," and we're glad we did.